to brag on my king. It is 116, Romans 116. We talk about him daily cause he run this thing. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yeah.
Hello, pretzels, and welcome back to the tripod. What a week it has been in wrestling, and today currently, but it went completely over my balding head here. We're going to kick things off, wrestling talk of the week. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Adam Cole, baby, joins commentary. He gives the cold shoulder to Tony. It's an Owen qualifier. It's Jeff Hardy versus Bobby Fish. And Zank Chris TV went off. Jeff has Matt in his corner. Bobby has Kyle. Bobby working the legs. Sting and Darby up in the rafters miles away because there are no black wrestlers in this match. Bobby dismantling Jeff throughout the commercial picture-in-picture. Adam Cole 10 times better on commentary, putting over his boy Fish. Better than CM Punk is what I meant. Fish hits the Avalanche Falcon Arrow, gets a 2.5. But Fish never lets go of Jeff's leg, turning it into a leg lock. I thought that was pretty cool. That was genius on Fish's part. Hardy does win with the Swanton. The Young Cucks are out. Exchange words with the Hardys. And then they check on Fish. There's a great KFC video package of every member attacking Yuta. It showed Regal looking all fucking serious and talking. But during that talk, all of them started bitch slapping Yuta. That's the one part I was focusing on the whole time. It just made me laugh. Cesar, we kicked off Dynamite with no CM Punk. Hallelujah. What were your thoughts on the Owen qualifier and the KFC video package where Regal is being Regalish?
Yeah, so always a good interest by Adam Cole.
Baby.
Yeah, Adam Cole, great on the commentary table. And then I know why Sting was out there. You didn't know? My guy there, who always tells me about Sting stuff. See, Sting is so old, he's colorblind, and Jeff Hardy didn't look white to him because he had on all that face makeup. And so that's why he was out there, and Darby had to tell him, no, Jeff's white. And so, Darby sees in color like us normal folk. But Sting's so old, he's like a black and white TV. That's how he sees. And so all that makeup on Jeff's face made him look like half colored. And so Sting thought he was mixed. And so he was going to go attack him. But, Darby saved him. So that's why they were out there. I mean, it's got the same shit, different day, right? I mean, of course, Kyle O'Reilly gets into the tournament. Adam Cole, baby, gets into the tournament. But Bobby Fish loses to Jeff Hardy in the opening match on Dynamite. I mean, this is the same shit, different day, right? Yeah. Bobby Fish getting the short end of the stick, getting shitted on. I mean, Jeff Hardy don't need to be in this shit. Don't need to be in this shit at all. Still, I don't know how he does that goofy cracker shit and still get all them panties wet in that crowd. You hear them bitches yelling this goofy ass out there, 58, still thinking about the LSD when he was in TNA, fighting Sting's ass. I wonder if Sting remembers that. I don't know. His memory could be slipping. I don't know. But yeah, Jeff Hardy out there, on heroin, Bobby Fish's ass in the ring, Bobby taking out his knees. But it was an all right match. I mean, I wasn't too mad at it. I don't know if JR did some fuck shit this match. JR did some fuck shit a couple other matches later. But it was all right. But yeah, still same old disrespect for Bobby Fish.
Did you doze off or did you watch it this morning or what?
I watched it this morning.
Oh, you did?
So I watched it like before work, and then I watched it when I got right when I got home from work. Mm-hmm. That's when I finished it.
What did you think of the KFC video package with Regal?
I don't remember that at all. I don't know why. I just don't remember that. Did they come out and have a match right afterwards?
Hold on. KFC, yeah, right afterwards.
That's why I don't remember. All right, so I literally just woke up. I was drinking some water, watching the match. Seriously dehydrated, and I had to take a monster beer shit. So I left the door open so I could listen. So I did not see any of the promo package or any of the match till like near the end.
The only reason why I actually paid attention to it is because they released it on Twitter the day before, and I
Oh,
watched it, and I was like, wow, this is actually a pretty decent promo. And then Tony Skeets, he didn't put the full version up on Dynamite. He put like a sped up version of it,
yeah.
but it was still good. Sticks, what did you think of the kickoff match of Dynamite and then the video package we're talking about?
I when I see Jeff Hardy wrestle singles, it makes me want him to only participate more and more in tag matches. But also shows me how much damage he's taken over his career, where he's got a flat back that swanton bomb onto a guy, and how he's going to essentially end up injuring somebody, flat backing that person, because he can't barely anymore hit it and curl, like kind of roll off. He's got to right on a person, and this is I just makes me show that he needs to do less singles and more tag matches. And I wholeheartedly agree with Cesar. I mean, Jeff doesn't need to be in this tournament. I mean, if anything, you should have had Kyle. Really doesn't even kind of need to be in it, because if you've watched AEW, I mean, obviously shitting on WWE when they moved to Tuesdays, they know how Kyle is as a singles wrestler, but we need to see more of Bobby as a singles, because I think he could actually make a pretty decent run if they allow him in this tournament to kind of bump him up as a legit singles guy, instead of a guy that's just going to collect L's out of the undisputed elite. But I mean, I guess good job on Jeff, but he'll end up losing in the next round. And the KFC segment, it just shows why they have Wheeler in the group. He's the guy that whenever they are going to catch an L, or whenever the opposing trios team, the tide turns, he's the guy that's either going to take the pin, or he's the guy that's going to take the damage and have to make the hot tag.
Which is crazy because he's the only champion in the group.
Speaking of which, it's KFC versus Butcher, Blade, and Angelico. Jack Evans has left the company. The mayhem starts even before the bell rings. William Regal joins commentary, chipper as always. Angelico puts Brian in a submission I've never seen before. Kudos to him for that. Again, Butcher gains all the momentum by smacking around the very smackable Wheeler Yuta. Commercial picture-in-pic. KFC's whipping boy is doing what he does best. No, not math. Being assaulted by every opponent in this match. Mox hot tagged in, dropping cutters and biting mofos. When Brian was tagged in, that's when the ref lost complete control. KFC just murders everybody. Brian chokes out Angelico for the win. We get an absolute Ricky Starks and P2H interview by Tony. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy approach and say yes to their challenge. Jungle Boy wants a shot at the FTR title first, though. Christian calls Stark shades fake. The disrespect. Sticks, what did you think of this trios tag? And then the interview afterwards with Team Taz and Jurassic Too Much.
Obviously we knew who was going to win, but if you've watched Angelico wrestle, I think they always make the point that I don't know if it's like he's a master, or he's trained in like I don't know if it's called Indian death wrestling, or because he has all these neat submissions.
Sticks, it's Native American death wrestling. No,
my bad. But he always seems to have like a different kind of submission that he shows in each of his singles matches, which watching this, whenever they do decide to restart ROH, I like to see Angelico in ROH, but I'd like to see him wrestle in the pure championship match, or even in a tournament for that, because I think he would be a guy that could flourish in that. But anyway, I mean, we had just talked about, Wheeler's the guy that's going to take the damage. Mox and Danielson are gonna be the hot tag guys, and this is just another one to bump up the trios record for whenever they do debut trios championship titles. They will be a legit contender to be able to either become trios champions, or at least wrestle for them titles. And the segment after this, I mean, it hypes up the championship, the tag team championship match. But I think we're going to get a pretty good match between Ricky and Jungle Boy, and just to be able to do this stuff, just to be able to kind of keep the FTW championship a little relevant, which I don't think is really relevant at all, especially when you have a championship that the company doesn't recognize as a championship. But I'm looking forward to the match. I think it'll be a good one. And then, we get Luchasaurus. Yeah, we got to get that at least once a week, either on Dynamite or on Rampage, doing the. So they check the boxes on all that stuff this week.
It's adorable. Cesar, the trios tag, and then Jungle Boy possibly as FTR champ.
So from what I remember from the toilet, it was a lot of ass whooping, as Stick says.
Speaking of ass, no.
When Mox and old Titty Balls was in the ring, and then when old Pure Champ decides to get his stupid ass in there. Oh yeah, and then William Regal always on the mic, on the stick, Hello, Mr. Ross. Hello, Mr. Schiavone. Man in the mask. How well do you do as well? Never calls that cracker by. He gives him no respect. Never calls that cracker by his name. It's always man in the mask. Oh, that nigga. Apparently, that promo package where they're slapping Yuta got Regal excited. So I guess he's with the AEW and he's got Jake the Snake vibes. He's getting all horny when they beat up people and shit. So yeah, just not in a super raspy voice. Yeah, I do remember seeing old herpes water spitting Mox biting on the butcher. And yeah, old Jack Evans still wearing that green cracker shit, whatever alien weird shit he's wearing. Yeah.
And Helico.
Well, whatever, one of them crackers. They ain't get no TV time. We can't tell them apart. They both white and they both wear green shit and flippy dippy all around the ring. Yeah, that submission move was pretty sick. But yeah, they got their ass whooped because we know these crackers ain't gonna lose no time soon. So yeah, sorry.
And then Jungle Boy possibly as FTR champion.
Yeah, Jungle Boy just mad for something. I don't know what he's mad at. Jake must not be putting out. Maybe time of the month. Jungle Boy can't hit it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, guess she ain't she ain't giving him no lip service because she probably wants something back, and then he can't eat it. She on time of the month. But, he just mad. He's maybe just backed up. You go rub one out, man. Go in the jungle. Jerk it on the leaf. Swing on some vines like Tarzan. I don't know. Maybe smack some gorilla cheeks. I mean, that ain't cheating. You from the jungle. So do something. You just mad at your boy Ricky Stark. Yeah, and the disrespect on them shades face. Them shades was nice. What's wrong with them shades? And yeah, you got old Lizard Cracker spitting his hot breath everywhere. And P2H barely getting 8 words in on a promo. I like Ricky when they were leaving. And like Ricky turned his back to him. He's like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me. just so bad for no reason. When Jungle Boy even touched the title, you don't touch my title. You touch me. But yeah, Christian getting his words in. Another tall cracker just breathing hot ass breath. And any segment with your boy Ricky, that ain't bad. Good segment.
I just noticed that I put FTR title in my fucking notes too. It's
drunk
FTW.
Fucking, how drunk were you?
A little bit, but not Cesar drunk. Tony interviews Swerve and Keith Lee. They want payback on Starks and P2H. No music and cuffed Wardlow comes out for his match. MJF and Spears out on stage. Yep, it's Cass.
Mm-hmm.
Wardlow versus W. Morrissey. How you doing, Chance? Morrissey healing it up, beating down Wardlow. We want Enzo. No, we don't. Chance. Morrissey hits the boss man slam.
Shut the fuck up.
After a god-awful moonsault, Wardlow power bombs him for the win. Wait, a lackluster match in ATW? Wardlow refuses to get recuffed. He takes out the AEW putties. Wardlow says he's not going to stop until he destroys MJF. MJF proposes match against Wardlow with conditions, of course. Contract signing will happen in Long Island next week. Tony with Ruby Woodpecker, Booty Storm, the Doctor and Hater, Dr. Britt Baker, the History Maker, gonna kick off Rampage in a tag match. Cesar, what did you think? We already knew already it's gonna be fucking Cass, aka Morrissey, aka Who Gives a Fuck. What did you think about this match?
You look cut. You look good. But it was shit. Like, he beat him up 95% of the time. Cracker gets 2% of offense. Oh, did y'all notice the ref took like 4 minutes to count to 2 when they were on the outside? Like, they were on the outside when they were on the short end before he threw it back in. The ref was like, oh. Then he walks in and he's sitting back. He's like, come on, get in here, guys. Come on.
What was it, Tranny Manson?
No. It was a bald head Bucks Cracker.
Oh,
Bucks
okay. That guy. Yeah.
So he was literally like, one. He's like, walks back. Come on, guys. Get in here, guys. Come on. Walks back. Looks at him. Looks at the crowd. Looks at him. 2. Nigga, what? You need to skip my phone numbers to 6. The fuck you talking about 2? You even talk to him. Bro, it was at least a good 18 to 20 seconds between 1 and 2.
Jeez.
And then he threw that cracker back in the ring, and then shit happened, and he got powerbombed. There's only one powerbomb? You've been powerbombed niggas 18 goddamn times in a damn ring, a damn symphony. And this cracker Morrissey gonna go out on one note? You powerbomb that fat-ass, tired murder hawk cracker dreaming about cheeseburgers like 4 times. And you gonna fuck around and powerbomb Morrissey once. Get your bitch ass out of here. Go back to Impact. Disrespect Tony Skeets writing this dumb shit. Yeah, and he beats up some crackers, and of course they're gonna fight MJH and they're gonna fight it. Because it's like 3 weeks of this pay-per-view, and there's only one story.
The Hangman and Punk.
Yeah, Hangman and Punk. There's only one story. And I guess they'll do some fucking but that's only like gonna be 2 matches of each tournament. Because it's the semifinals, apparently. So, like, yeah, there's no story. So I guess let's start building it now.
Dr. Britt Baker, the History Maker. I like the sound of that.
DMD.
Do you give a shit about Ruby Woodpecker? She's just gonna bring Booty Storm down.
Okay.
So I would have got back on the toilet for that one. Sticks, what do you think?
I mean, there was Jamie Hayter and Booty Storm, so you had
that's a whole lot of booty. That's a whole lot of booty.
Yeah, you had a lot of don't. Then you just had, a couple of whatever, then flat ass Ruby.
Yeah.
At least the doctor's like good to look at. She got low shape, up top and down below. She got low shape. Shout out Adam Cole, man.
She's decently proportioned.
Right. You piping that right, and she a doctor. 2 checks. Yeah, sugar mama. 2 checks. And then you got, Jamie Hayter with that donk, Booty Storm with that sweet meat. And then, you got some bitch with orange hair.
Yeah, she's
not calling her no bitch, but,
Yeah, she's pretty much going to take over Walbut's title since, big ups to Walbut. Sticks, Morrissey from Impact took on Wardlow from AEW. What did you think of this shit?
This was probably one of the more worst matches we've seen Wardlow partake in, but yet Twitter seemed to hail the shit moonsault that he did as a move of the century.
That was fucking dog shit.
First off,
we forget how athletic Wardlow is. We just talk about his power. Just give me a mule. Surprise.
She fell off him like a freaking drop of rain on a fucking raincoat, man. But here's the thing. I know a lot of people don't watch Impact, but Morrissey is currently kind of in a face turn because he's up against the major players. But yet he shows up on AEW and he is a heel. Brilliant booking, Tony Skeets. I mean, way to watch Impact Wrestling and be able to be like, hey, you were a heel, right? Yeah, just come in, take a L, and we'll send you back to Impact with a little bit of money to keep them afloat for a little bit longer. And
in his debut, and took a loss. In his debut, took a loss.
Yeah. And you won't see him till they probably need him for a casino battle royal sometime down the road in about 3 or 4 more months, maybe.
There's one in Vegas.
But
and there's 2 Jokers in the.
He won't be the
Jokers.
Joker. He'll be the card that has the instructions on how to play poker.
Wait, so there's a Joker in the men's and women's?
Yeah, in the Owen tournament.
Yeah, I don't even care about that shit.
yeah, because I think Joe's got the one Joker, and then the Doctor's got the other one. I think in her respected.
Rumors floating around it could be Miro.
Yeah, I mean the guy just did get an extension, and he hasn't been on TV since like what?
Who said
November or October of last year? So.
Kat said it would be cool.
Huh?
I said, who said that would be cool?
I think it'd be cool to see Samoa Joe versus Miro.
Shit about Miro. Think about to lose to Samoa Joe, and then we won't see his ass for 3 weeks.
Sticks thoughts on the Doctor Britt Baker, DMD, the history maker.
Anytime we get her on TV, I mean, she's obviously the best women's wrestler that company has to offer. So anytime you can get her on TV, that's the only smart thing that Tony Skeets can do at least once a week on AEW television. So, I mean, good on him for at least following that game plan. But also, if we can get Jamie and Tony on there too, that's worth it. And then get Bucky Soho on TV. I mean, I guess you gotta be able to get her on TV somehow. It must be in her contract that she signed that she's at least got to be on TV in some presence as either a fourth wheel or somebody who comes to somebody's aid who gets beat up or gets a Magic the Gathering fireball thrown in their face. So it's in their contract. So big ups on her to be at least get on TV.
And Stallion Pete. No. Yeah, I already goes. Okay, AEW champion Hangman joins Tony in the ring for interview. Hangman says there will not be a Bret Hart masturbatory tribute match at Double or Nothing. I love that line. I'm going to destroy CM Punk. Y'all gonna get a refund on that Punk shirt you bought. Punk is not there. Yay! Hangman gonna embarrass Punk. Hell yeah. Of course, the crowd was not happy. Who cares? Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and the worst Kali want the red carpet, fighting some dude from DDT Japan. Jay challenges him. Then we get Santana with Ortiz versus Jericho with the Jericho Appreciation Society. Santana's firing on all cylinders, whooping that ass. Jericho attempts the camera gimmick he does, and Santana foils it. Jericho even uses Tranny Manson as a shield. When match starts, Jericho knocks Santana off the apron onto the ring steps. Commercial picture-in-picture, Jericho now in the driver's seat. Santana with the three amigos takes too much time on the top rope, but does eventually hit the frog splash. Jericho with the walls. Santana gets to the ropes. Ortiz takes out Ange, who almost hit Santana with Floyd. Santana discus clothesline, gets a 2.5. Daddy Magic distracts Tranny Manson. Jericho low blow and Judas effects for the win. And then the 5-on-2 assault begins. We've seen this every fucking week, Sticks. Okay, start with the Hangman segment where he came and said everything that the tripod has been preaching for months now. He's our hero, Cesar. Cheers. Cheers
that
to
some people in AEW tune into some actual legit good television, with it being on YouTube, but still free to the public. I know a bunch of people were wondering if this was a Hangman heel turn. Nah, I think Hangman's just telling the truth. I mean, I think some people can actually read the internet and can get past the AEW fans that lick and kiss CM Trash's ass and all that stuff. The guy he's not that great. I mean, you couldn't even throw him on commentary if you wanted to be like, well, you're not good in the ring, so we need to find something for you to do. This guy needs to be done. I mean, I mean, you've got him for the cheap pop that you can get once a week or at least twice a month. But after so long, that doesn't even do it anymore. I mean, this guy it's the same routine like with him that it is of Jericho. You got to go back to shitting on WWE and how you were never treated, right? And now you're in a new company and these guys bend over backwards for us, and these fans are better than the AEW galaxy is better than the WWE universe. Get the fuck out. Get out of here with that shit. And what do we have next? What's that?
Up next was the you could comment on it. It's just about setting up the match for Rampage. It's Jay Lethal, Sanjay, and the worst Khali. They want to fight that dude from DDT Japan.
Yeah, we can move forward past that.
And then we have the Santana versus Jericho match. What were your thoughts?
This shows why Santana and Ortiz should have been tag team champions at least once already in this company. I mean, these guys are a legit good tag team, and they always seem to get to the precipice, but then they never get the championship. I mean, these guys should have been, like I said, at least tag team champions at least once. But I mean, these guys are a really, really good tag team, and it showed in this match. I mean, these guys, knowing that they were going to probably lose this because of the numbers game, but just also because who they were facing. But I thought this was a really good match for Santana and Ortiz. It shows why they're a legit tag team threat.
Did you see that picture that Jericho put out that was horribly photoshopped? It looked like I did it with fucking Eddie with his eyebrows burned off. He was making fun of Eddie Kingston.
You would have done a better job than Jericho did on
that. Cesar, thoughts on the AEW champion just fucking letting the diarrhea flow all over Punk? What'd you think?
So here's my only problem with that segment. When it's clearly two faces fighting each other, they always try to make one seem heelish instead of just having those two guys just fight. But what Hangman said about CM Trash, oh yeah, we drinking on some cowboy shiznit. Man,
cheers, Hangman.
Cheers, Hangman. I was hyped. Man, I cracked a beer like 9 o'clock this morning. I was like, go off, King. Talk your talk. You ain't even got to be careful in the ring when that cracker's wrestling. Fuck his shit up. Man, when he leaned on the ropes and told that fan, CM Trash ain't here tonight. He said, I'm going to whoop his ass so bad, I'm going to make you return that piece of shit shirt. Unless you burn it. Hey, go off, King. Say he going to destroy Punk in the ring. Said it ain't going to be no fight. It ain't going to be like I like you. I hate you. Ain't gonna be no masturbatory Bret Hart tribute. Ooh, you gonna say that? Y'all gonna have a match on the same pay-per-view where they honoring Owen? You gonna say masturbatory Bret on live TV? Go off, King. I had to sting this one. I watched this promo about 3-4 times. I even jerked to it. Oh, it was great. Oh, it was great. I didn't feed myself a Plan B omelet and have a cigarette after this. Oh my God, it was great. Oh, that cracker Hangman's the best AEW champion ever. That was the best promo I've seen an AEW champion have since the start of this shit brand. Oh my God, it was so good. That shit was great. Tony had to get the fuck out of the ring because it was just too hot. Too hot. Tony was wearing that goddamn suit. He was sweating. It was probably cold and rainy, but that ring was hot. Hot. Mike was hot.
Tony Skeets was backstage going la 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 la.
Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. I hate that they always do that, but it was still so good. Oh man, hey, go off, King. Yeah, that's some cowboy. That's some VA for your ass right there, boy. That's a VA. I ain't worried about nothing. Hangman gonna get the job done. Because if Punk wins, I riot, and I'm not watching stupid ass Rampage 2.
Hangman's coming out in Double or Nothing in a tripod shirt. What did you think? Santana versus Jericho, Cesar.
She'll come out in a Cesar shirt. I did this for Cesar. I did this for the people.
It says CM Trash on the fucking shirt.
He came out to see him trash shirt. I'm cutting the pay-per-view off. I said getting a beer cheese and a 10. And I'm cutting the pay-per-view off. I ain't watching nothing else. No, this was a great match. These niggas had a whole ass match outside the ring before they got in, and then they rang the bell. You always gotta love it when like matches like that happen. But yeah, I mean, come on, we know it's gonna be eventually. It's 5 against 2. Motherfucker's gonna get his ass. Well, people won't get that dub. Jericho was gonna cheat to win. He ain't got a singles finisher. Jericho was gonna cheat to win. Yeah, old tranny, whatever fuck her name is.
Hanson.
Yeah, whatever. Her bitch ass all up in the ring. Watching. Was she even outside the ring when they were fighting, trying to get him in the ring?
Yeah, because Jericho used her as a shield.
As a shield, yeah. Yeah, and then he tried to be like The Rock and take the camera. I thought old boy was gonna stun his dumb ass because he gave him the 2 fingers. I was like, oh, they're just stealing WWE content now? We're just taking parts of matches, just taking spots? Yeah, the camera thing, yeah, whatever. Oh, be careful with that. That's an expensive piece of equipment. Nigga Richie, a billionaire. He can buy another fucking camera. Who gives a shit? What else happened? Oh, speaking of cameras, sorry. That shitty Wardlow match, you clearly hear them talking at the turnbuckle. Like when he put him on top of the turnbuckle where he did the thing, because he kind of dropped him a little bit. And you heard Morrissey because the camera was so close and the mic was on. Morrissey goes, "You all right, man?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's keep going."
Really?
So I don't know. Yeah.
I didn't.
If you go back and watch it, and just listen, you can hear it. Sorry, fast forward now. Back to present day. But yeah, no, I thought this was a great match between 2 guys who should deserve it. I mean, since we're talking Santana Ortiz and titles, it's another team that I wouldn't be mad if they were, since they're gonna do this fucking dumbass shit. Them 2 and Eddie all getting their first belts in ATW by winning the trios tag. They have like a tournament for that. I wouldn't be mad if that was the end up. I'd be dope. I think that'd be dope. And those 3 guys could run with those tags for a while, those titles for a while. But no, I thought it was a good match.
Up next, Samoa Joe promo backstage talking about Jay. Acclaimed and Ass Boys scissor. Varsity Blondes call out Black Magic crack a shit. They come to the ring. The ambush begins. Black gets in Buffy's face. Buddy hands her a chair to strike Brian Pillman Jr. Has the black skeet in her soul come to fruition? Oh, they pissed at her. Death Triangle for the save. That bitch with smart mark. Oh, that bitch with smart mark. And the baddies backstage.
You should write that in all caps.
Red Velvet thinks she's going to win the Owen tournament. That's it. Period. And Tony.
Cut the shit.
Cut the shit.
Jade getting risque with these suits she's wearing.
What did you think, Cesar, of I mean the fucking Varsity Blondes getting this was all just a further story with the Death Triangle.
Julia Hart, yeah. Nobody cares about Varsity Blondes.
Yeah.
Start wrestling again. I don't understand how 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people came dressed to wrestle in that ring. And it was just brawls and chase outs. Why were y'all dressed to wrestle? Pac was baby old up. He was looking like Mello. He was like looking like Mello. And then when they come to the show, getting out the car with the jackets, shit was baby old up. I don't understand it. Is he gonna be on Rampage? No, you already know the car for Rampage. Was he on Dark or some shit? He's baby old up. Why is Pac not in this damn tournament? Who wins the tournament? If you win the tournament, what do you get? Title shot?
You get to take a selfie with Owen Hart's tombstone.
Okay, fine. Well, still, why is Pac not in this tournament?
Pac would have won that shit. That dude's fucking
That's
awesome.
what I'm saying. You got old ass Jeff Hardy in this shit, and like half of the Undisputed Elite, and then Samoa Joe's big ass who already got a belt. So what the fuck is he in the tournament for? Like at least have some niggas without shit, like Jay Lethal and them. I don't know who else is in this fuck shit. I really don't know who's in this tournament.
I just know Ray Phoenix. Spoiler alert, and then the Joker. And then Jeff Hardy, and then the Undisputed Elite and all that. Yeah, I'm not too clear on what the winner gets. I don't even think they made that clear.
You get a title shot. I think that's what Red Velvet was talking about. I think you get a title shot.
Okay.
So so she would fight Thunder Rosa, and then there's two champs in the baddie section. Which not a call now. But yeah, I don't know why eight motherfuckers was in the ring dressed to wrestle, especially that cracker with no knees. And then these crackers doing this black magic shit, and they weren't even doing it right. Like the lights was off for like 48 damn seconds. And then you're halfway on the ring. Can't you niggas like be primed near the ramp? Like I know you walked down there. There ain't no black magic cracker shit. I know you walked down because then they ran out for 45 seconds, and now you on the side. These crackers on the the turnbuckles, and you on the side looking. And then why y'all dressed like a bunch of sand niggas with the wraps around your face and shit? Like, I mean, wait, y'all just come back from fighting the war? Did you do some black cracker MAGA shit over in Ukraine or something? Y'all think y'all sand niggas now? You just fight Pirates of the Prince of Persia too? Y'all niggas was filming? Was you extras? You like elite warriors?
No, Cesar, they rescued Boba Fett and they trained him and brought him back to life.
So, damn, y'all niggas can bring. Why don't you bring Owen back then? Get this thick neck cracker with no knees out of the group. Put zombie Owen in that shit. Dress him up like a sand nigga. He'll do it. He's been in the multi-racial groups before. He was with the Rock and them when they was all, Nation of Domination, real niggas. And we got one white boy, so you don't know what he did to get our respect because he crazy. So, now you want to be a sand nigga. Go ahead and do that shit. Ali Akbar throw some shit, you know what I'm saying? Get some jerk chicken, or no, not jerk chicken. What they cut some other chicken. Call it a fucking name. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Varsity Blondes look trash. And shout out Jim Harbaugh just to get their ass whooped on live national TV. You know what? Get your check, man. I ain't mad. If that's what you gotta do, get your check. Get your check. Get yourself some TV time. Just like our RIP Stu. Just like Stu.
And Stallion Pete.
Yeah, and Stallion Pete. Always. Always Stallion Pete. And the God.
That's right.
13 matches on TV. It's there for 3 years. Literally ruled BTE. Probably smashed NJ before Jungle Boy got in there, their little flirt and shit, beating people up. There was all some S&M, 50 Shades of Tony Skeets and shit. You know what I'm saying? They probably humped in the Skeet Squeets maybe once, right in his chair.
That's what
how's he gonna know?
This means they grabbed their titty.
Yeah. I was Tony Skeet's gonna know people won't humping in the Skeet Suite in his chair. He got skeet all over his shoes and shit. He don't care. He just stepping in that shit. That's why he had the skeet on his shoes and a raggedy ass shirt. It was just Anna and Stu's juices mixing all up on the table and smelling like fresh badussy. Yeah. R.I.P. Stu. But go on, King. I love Hangman.
Sticks, your thought on this segment? I mean, the writing was on the wall. Everyone knows Varsity Blondes are just the whipping boys to the black magic cracker shit. That's actually been happening for months now. Shout out to the black skeet still in that bitch's eye. What did you think of this fucking segment?
This is AEW's attempt of trying to have the longest running storytelling in pro wrestling history, with just bringing these two guys out and her and her fucking Pirates of the Caribbean eye patch every week, making her look disinterested.
Big up to Johnny Depp.
Hope you get your career back. That's what y'all should revive. Johnny Depp's career. Y'all use your sand nigga Prince of Persia powers and revive that cracker's career. I want to see Pirates 5, bitch. I need it. I need Captain Jack. You make sure Captain Jack get his career back. You Prince of Persia sand niggas, and all will be forgiven in the House of Black Magic cracker shit. I even let that thick neck nigga with no knees stay. He can even stay.
Yeah. Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Captain Jack Sparrow's Tales from the Brown Ocean.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, just when you thought that she was gonna probably join, next thing you know, Malachi Alistair Black Cracker Magic fucking stares at her and she goes and cowers in the corner. Then, like Cesar said, you got Death Triangle coming out looking like they're ready for their trios match in the trios tournament. So you got 25 guys out there dressed ready to wrestle, and none of them are gonna freaking wrestle. So unless you're gonna have these guys wrestle at 1 o'clock in the morning during the AEW ATW dark tapings, I mean, this is just all a waste of time. I mean, we all knew Varsity Blondes weren't going to catch that dub. They were going to take an L. Stewie Griff Garrison fucking stand there looking like he's trying to do Steiner math. Brian Pillman trying to cut a promo with rocks in his mouth. I mean, we could have gone without this.
This will definitely not be on the Hulu cut. Up next, the Owen qualifier. Get out the lube for Mangria. It's Phoenix versus Dante. Of course, these two flying all over the damn place. Phoenix nailed Dante with a sick drop kick. Like, he leaned into it. I know that was probably a botch. Dante, like, he was off the ropes and went,
that shit was deep. That shit was deep.
That was a Saray fucking drop kick right there. Dante with a tope. Phoenix with a rebound roundhouse to Dante's face. I love that move he does. Phoenix hits a flipping Russian leg sweep off the second rope to Dante. We're all expecting the Spanish fly, but I'm glad he didn't do that because that one's been killed. Anyway, Phoenix setting up for the last ride powerbomb, turns it into a cutter. Fight forever chance. Phoenix looking like a muscle buster pin, reversed by Dante, gets a 2.5. These two backflip off the top rope in unison and stand there. Dante then hits the damnedest poison Rana I've ever seen in AEW history.
It looked deep.
Yeah, Phoenix hits a Spanish tombstone. That's the only thing I can call it for the win. This was a hell of a match. I would give this the beer cheese of dynamite.
Biased.
Darby and Sting backstage promo. Yeah, same old shit. Sticks, what'd you think of this Owen qualifier? High flying Phoenix and Dante.
This was the only reason why, if you're going to turn in the Dynamite, this was the only reason to do that for this week. They did the smart thing and putting this towards the end of the card instead of having this start off AEW and then having Bobby Fish and fucking Jeff Hardy finish it. This was a really good match. I mean, we've seen Dante while his tag team partner was injured, the rise that he had, and I think all of us know what we're going to get out of a Rey Fenix match. Mm-hmm. So these guys didn't disappoint, and this was a really good match. And it would have been nice if they would have had this maybe a little bit later in the Owen Hart tournament, but I know that's why we're not Booker of the Century, Tony Skeet. So all in all, this was a really good match, and the only reason why you should have turned into Dynamite.
I agree 1,000,000,000%. Cesar, the two high flyers. People were anticipating botches. Not that many, but what did you think of this?
Nah, man, these are two pro guys who do that shit on a nightly. So, of course, they put that shit together. But, yeah, that motherfucking stiff-ass drop kick was deep. I'm talking like hard R, 15 feet of dick deep. That shit was deep.
Mandy Rose felt that drop kick.
She should right in the fucking gut. That crack. Yeah, because it wasn't a Spanish fly. But, yeah, a backflip Russian leg sweep off the middle rope.
Yeah.
Now they made it look good, but this is where those people complain that AEW matches are just spot fest. But no, they made it look good. But that shit was cold. But yeah, the kind of caliber match they had, this was some free money. Let's be honest. Like Stick said, this should have been on pay-per-view. Like, they should have fought each other. And you could have had this in, like, the first round. It shouldn't have been a qualifying match. Like, both of these guys should have been in. You don't need 8 people from the Undisputed Elite. One of these guys should have been in this fucking tournament. It'd have been dope if there was a Joker and the Joker was going against somebody else besides Samoa Joe. But yeah, no, it was a good match. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And yeah, it was the best match of the night.
Shout out to Dante's brother, Darius Martin. He is injured yet again. He'll be out for 9 months due to a car accident, which is very bad. But
you can't catch a break, man.
Yeah, that dude's awesome as well. Up next, Thunder Rosa calls out Deeb. They talk a lot about making this the best women's division in the world. Camera smash cuts to a fat chick in the crowd playing with her phone. They're going to fight at Double or Nothing. Should be good because of Deeb. Johnny Hungy, you want to dance with the meat man? CM Punk? That's why I love this guy. Every time he's on screen, he's fucking hilarious.
Yep.
But yeah, that Thunder Rosa Deeb promo, oh God, it was terrible. It was so bad. But like I said, because of our girl, Serena Deeb, she will pull a good match out of Thunder Rosa. Cesar, what did you think of that? And Johnny Hungy making us laugh yet again.
Yeah, I don't need these Thunder Rosa promos every week. Oh yeah, I'm not getting it. But I don't think bitch wrestled since she had a title. No, she wrestled Nyla Rose. I don't even care. I'm sick of these promos every week. Not good. Motherfuckers just walking out. Get your ass in the ring. Why can't you go get in the ring and have a promo? Why does she always have promos at the top of the ramp? I don't understand. It's weird. But yeah, Serena Deeb gonna whoop that ass. She's probably not gonna win. She ain't gonna win. You know she ain't gonna win. But still, it's gonna be good because Serena Deeb is good. And she also talking that talk from the great state of VA. People in VA whoop anybody monkey ass in HEW. Don't give a fuck about who it is. They just angry because they're making new area codes and the shit is stupid. I'm angry. Fuck CM Trash. Let's get it.
Just a random CM Trash thing. What did you like Johnny Hungy? His funny promo?
Yeah, we like Johnny Hungy. Yeah, we need more of this shit.
Yeah.
Instead of just young bucks buying shoes on BTE. I ain't watched BTE in 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure them assholes still just buying Jordans. Matt's crying because he lost them other ones. He checked them in his bag like a dumbass instead of putting them in a carry-on. And I don't know. Adam Cole's probably doing stuff, and Brandon Cutler's probably being told to shut up. Where that cracker been? He get fired?
Who?
I seen him in a couple weeks. Cutler.
Oh yeah, he took on that Japanese wrestler on Dark. I only know that because they showed replays on Dynamite. I don't know because I didn't watch Dark, but Brandon Cutler lost to that Japanese dude.
What Dynamite was you watching that I won't watch it? Because I ain't see that shit.
You're probably on the toilet. Sticks,
Yeah.
what did you think? It's Thunder Rosa and Deeb cutting promos. They know they should only give Thunder Rosa a mic when she's in her home state, not on a regular episode of fucking Dynatrash. But what did you think of this? And then Johnny Hungy thoughts.
This is one of those that they probably should have just smash cut in the back of the production truck with some like footages of her wrestling matches, and then they should have did this thing with Serena Deeb. But wholeheartedly agree. I mean, Serena Deeb's going to carry this match. She's the one that carried the promo, and yeah, Thunder Rosa shouldn't be on a mic. Period. And Johnny Hungy, I mean, this guy,
The meat man.
even though they do this guy dirty a lot, this guy on the mic, backstage, on BTE, this guy brings it. He brings the fire, and we need more of the meat man on actual legit cable TV instead of on YouTube. So I think if they listen to their fans like they say they do, we need some more Johnny Hungy on TBS or on TNT.
And it's a damn shame he's gonna job to CM Trash in his hometown. Good thing it's not his birthday. But yeah, you want to dance with the meat man? That was fucking hilarious. Up next is the main event. It's for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship.
Mm-hmm.
My girl, the interim Ring of Honor Women's Champion, Mercedes Martinez versus Diana Purrazzo.
The what's her name?
Virtuosa.
Yeah.
Virtuosa.
Diana.
How come you don't joke about Mercedes Martinez looks?
I'm not done talking, Cesar.
I'm just asking in general.
Because she can kill me.
You think the other bitches can't?
Diana says, fuck your honor and your couch to start the match. Commercial picture-in-picture. Diana stays in control. Something is up with Diana's ass. It looks like a dumper, not a plumper. Tony Skeets, no doubt, is going to pat himself on the back for having women main event. Diana focuses attack on Eminem's arm. It looks like a lot of the crowd is checking their phones, waiting for Rampage patiently. Surprisingly, no botches. Diana tries to bite her way out of a dragon sleeper, but Eminem locks it in for the win. new undisputed Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Yep, that was the main event. They do shake hands. Sticks, you're probably way more familiar with Deonna Purrazzo than I am. What did you think of this match? And what did you think of the crowd? Because they probably should have turned the lights out on the crowd for this one. What did you think?
I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, Deonna for a while had been a three belt champion. She was Impact, and then she won the AAA championship,
and the ROH,
the Ring of Honor championship, and then she lost to the Impact one. But she did a really good job of carrying the Ring of Honor and AAA, because they would sprinkle that into Impact. I don't know what I want to say once a week, but once in a while they do the champ challenge, when they would bring somebody in and they would choose which child to wrestle for. So I mean, it's been a really big year for Deonna. I mean, Impact has given her the ability to be who she is and showcase her wrestling, and she's shined. So this was another accolade for her to be able to, because she pointed it out on this last week's episode, and even talked about it leading up to Impact's their network pay-per-view. She had talked about main eventing Dynamite. So it was pretty, I mean, this was pretty big for her. Obviously, not they're going to have Mercedes win it, because I believe they probably have her be Ring of Honor. So that's big for Mercedes, because whenever they decide to, wherever they go for TV, that'll be a pretty big showcase for Mercedes, because a lot of people have said she's been in wrestling for quite a long time, and is somebody that hasn't had the respect that she should have. So this was a good starting point for people to start seeing what Mercedes Martinez could bring. So I wasn't mad at it. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a main event match. So I mean, it's typical way for Dynamite to go out.
Cesar, my biggest problem with AEW or ATW is the arrangement. With this, I did no disrespect to these women, because they put on a good match. It's just the crowd was. I would have swapped Dante and Phoenix with this match. If they would have reversed the order, I think it would have went out on a better note. But I digress. What did you think of this main event?
Well, I mean, Dante and Phoenix sucked the air out of the room. So what do you expect? They sucked the air out of the room. They tried to end it with at least a title match and a main event crowning a new champion going off air. But Dante and Phoenix, yeah, they sucked the air out of the room. I mean, that shit happens. We've seen it plenty of times. Yeah, was Dante and Ray Phoenix like a way better, crazier match? Sure. But it was like a top match. So yeah, that's what happens, man. They were hyped for that match. Crowd was too hyped for that match. They stole the show. They sucked the air out of the room. Nothing was gonna bring it back. You could have had Hangman, Kenny, Bryan, Danielson trios match after that. They sucked the air out of the room. When you suck the air out of the room, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for whoever goes on next is gonna be a dud. And can only get the air back if another great match happens after that. We've seen it time and time again where it's been like two bangers back to back, and the crowd just wasn't invested in the second one because the one before it was just too good. So, I mean, it sucks, but it happens.
So, what did you think of the main event?
I thought it was a good match. Yeah, it wasn't as better as the Ray Phoenix one match, but I thought it was a good match. Deonna's been on a tear since leaving WWE. She had been tearing through Impact, racking up dubs. Yeah, AAA winner. I mean, she lost the title to Milfy James. I mean, so that goes to show how much faith they had in her when she was killing it when she had the title. She gave it to Milfy James, who then brought it, on the fucking Rumble and shit. But yeah, she still had the Ring of Honor title. She still have the AAA title?
No, she lost to Morrison. She lost to Morrison's wife, Taya Valkyrie. I believe that was.
Yeah, that's right. She did just lose it. She just lost the AAA title. Yeah, I saw Valkyrie tweet that. Yeah, you're right.
I think they did that during the WrestleMania weekend. They did like
weekend, or like right after it. It was like right after WrestleMania weekend. Yeah. So she's probably gonna take some time off since she doesn't have to champ a show anymore. She can probably, like just not wrestle as much unless she wants to.
Actually, to tell you this, on their program for Under Siege last night, Mia Yim showed up after
I did see that. Yeah.
After the AAA rematch that Deanna had. So I'm going to assume that she's going to have a program with Mia Yim coming up on Impact.
Valkyrie or Diana?
Deanna, because I think she's legit in AAA. I haven't heard anything about her signing with Impact. I think they basically had Deanna probably drop the title to her, but she's going to take it back to AAA.
Oh, all right, nice. I mean, that could be dope. But still, I thought it was a fine match. But yeah, the air got sucked out of the room, so the crowd just wasn't into it.
Well, gentlemen, it's time to talk about the A show of the week. They had a special event. It was NXT, a spring break-in. The first match, the North American Championship, was a triple threat match between Fine Cameron Grimes, Mello, and Solo, the Street Man. Disrespectful pie facing to Solo from Mello to start. Solo and Grimes keep Mello out of the ring for a bit. That didn't last long till Mello returns and cleans house. Punk ass trick chants. Were they saying punk ass trick in the crowd?
Yeah.
Punk ass trick. Oh, okay. I thought I heard it. Crazy action leading into the commercial picture Solo's in control. It's actually hard to tell who really is in control. They all have their time. They get their shit in. Grimes' collision course, still a thing of beauty when done correctly. Trick out there producing his own baby oil. He's so stressed. Grimes looking like he was about to perform the Deadeye on Mello when Solo super kicks Grimes, turning it into a sunset flip pin. We get the powerbomb suplex spot from all three men. Holy shit chance. Mello sitting in corner and Grimes tree of load. Uso with the Kishi hip attack. Powerbombing Grimes on Mello. Solo with a 2.5. Grimes double Hurricane Ranas, both dudes at the same time. Then poison Rana to Mello for a 2 3/4. So many near falls. A couple happened as I type this. Uso splash onto Grimes gets a 2 9/10. Crowd is pissed. Mello broke it up. Solo had Mello on his shoulders for a Samoan drop, and Grimes hits a cave in to them off the top rope. Fucking Grimes retains, giving Cesar the point, you fuck. I gave this 8 pretzels and the beer cheese early. I fucking love this match. Give it up for these gentlemen. That was fucking incredible. Loved it. They kicked us off. NXT always knows how to kick off their fucking special events or takeovers with a banger, Cesar. What did you think of the first match of Spring Breakin'?
I agree with you. This was match of the night. Mm-hmm. This shit was tough. To put this on a Tuesday, it's the free money. This was free money. This was good. Good. Booker T would say it was good. But no, man, this match was phenomenal. Everybody got their shit in. They got their shit in time and time again. Even when they were doing fast-paced stuff, slow-paced stuff. I really, really like this match. The crowd totally behind the Street Man. That super kick sunset flip spot was great. Yeah, the back body drop powerbomb jank, that shit was great. The ref 9 and 9.9 tenths. Because the crowd was hot chanting.
That was 3. That was 3.
Yeah, shows the crowd is behind Street Man as well. Even though Grimes just won it and they cheer for Grimes, but they were cheering hard for the Street Man. Oh, Wade shouting out the old Street Man as well. He's like, he could win the title tonight and add just more collection to his bloodline. You know how he survived on the street fighting. He's gonna kick out probably every time. Once. So I thought at one point the Street Man was gonna take it. I was like, hitting the dirty splash off the top, snapping them legs with a super kick. Then when he had that cracker for that Samoan drop, I was like, oh goddamn, shit about to be a wrap. Then old Grimy comes in with that cave in to steal the win. I wasn't mad at it. I'm giving this 8 in the mustard and the beer cheese. Wasn't quite a 9, but definitely deserved more than 8. It was damn near a 9. Definitely deserves more than 8. So I'm going 8 mustard and beer cheese for me. This match was great.
Sticks, you know what I love about the Solo doing the Uso splash is they do the slow motion replay every time, and you can see him, and then when he's in midair, he goes, bop, he
Slaps the legs.
He slaps his hips, and then he hits it.
Yeah.
I love it when he
that's
does
how
that.
no, but that's how the Usos do it too. Like the exact same way. They always slap the shorts because you can see the shorts fly on them. They always slap the legs and then go out for it.
So Sticks, what did you think about the kickoff to break-in, spring break-in?
This, I wholeheartedly agree with both you gentlemen. This is a mustard, beer cheese, everything that puts respect on this. You put it on there. I think even Wade made point that this has got to be a match of the year candidate. I mean, this was a hell of a way to start. This was the match of the week in all of pro wrestling for the week. These guys showed up. They got all their moves in. We had close finishes upon close finishes. And once again, NXT, regardless if it's the black and gold or 2.0, NXT shows you how to start a show off with free money and straight fire.
Exactly. Up next, Mandy getting baked before the beach. Tanning salon. Sleepy Chew, Final Destination's Mandy. She burnt. Nathan Frazier interview. He's excited. Nathan Frazier interview. He's excited for his debut. Grayson Waller versus Nathan Frazier. Wade brings Aloe with him everywhere he goes. He wants to rub Mandy down. Oi. Creed's getting screamed at by an excited exiting Roddy Strong. Duke and Indy in the locker room. Duke goes for a kiss and Indy says, "Oh, hell no." Duke says, "You wish," because both of their significant others have been released. Big ups to them.
To the God. Frazier about to start an OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, yep. Some buff cracker screams at Nathan in the crowd during entrance. The match starts. Frazier quicker than a hiccup. Very impressive. Grayson runs away from Frazier, and Wade says he ran away like a scolded cat. Oi. Chase U heckles Grayson. Grayson tears open a beach ball and tosses at them before the commercial picture-in-picture. Grayson almost loses a couple times with some quick roll-ups. Crowd doing the wave. Frazier all jacked up on Mountain Dew. Suicide dives like a lightning bolt. Super kicks and near fall for Frazier. Grayson with a hell of a unique move. Kind of like a somersault kill switch. That was fucking
cool. No, that was dope.
That was awesome. He got a 2.5 with that. Both on the top rope. Grayson pushes him off. Andre Chase startles Grayson with the air horn. He falls. Phoenix splash. Frazier for the win. Very impressive. This is my first time seeing him. I gave this 7 pretzels with the mustard, especially for that move that Grayson busted out. Sticks, what did you think? We got Frazier's debut versus Grayson Waller.
I had talked to my girlfriend about this, and that buff guy that was at when they come out, when he's stand there kind of in the corner where the crowd is. Mm-hmm. I forget what his last name is, but his first name's Mark. He does the Real World Road Rules Challenge.
Oh yeah, that's that cracker. Yeah, he knows Grayson Waller. Yeah.
Miz was down there too. I think he was there for WrestleMania weekend with the Miz. Him and the Miz are good friends. He's a friend and a fan of Grayson Waller, so that's why he was there in NXT 2.0. Okay. So just a little fun fact.
But yeah, he's from Real World like Miz is. So.
Yeah, and he's a huge fan, and I believe he's really good friends of Grayson Waller too. Because I think I saw a picture of him and Grayson Waller, I think backstage that they took together. But I mean, Cesar and myself know what you're going to get from Nathan Frazier, and to be able to have this be your debut on a TV pay-per-view against possibly the NXT's next and upcoming heel. This guy showed up and showed out. I mean, I gave it 7 in the mustard myself. this guy's got a bright future if they don't derail it. So it was a really good, and have to be able to still intertwine Andre Chase into it with the air horn at the end. I mean, this was a really good match. This was a good match to have follow up the match that they had to start off the match. I mean, the fans were still in it instead of all looking at their phones and going to the bathroom and going to the concession stands to get some pretzels themselves. So this was a really good match.
And thankfully, Sanga didn't come out and make the match worse. Cesar, what did you think of this, the debuting of Frazier on American NXT?
Yeah, no, I thought he was great. Like you said, trained by old Seth Rollins, Monday Night Messiah, since he's been a young lad. Yeah, he was killing it over in NXT UK. Now, in tribute to Seth, his finisher is the Phoenix Splash, which Seth never hits in a match.
Yeah.
He Ric Flairs that shit. So good. But no. Yeah, Nathan Frazier is great, man. Young kid, bright future. You're keeping the beef with grown-up Adult Bretsky and Grayson Waller, keeping that heat. I mean, Nathan Frazier getting a little comfy with Adult Bretsky, man. Don't be mad if he comes out with a Chase U shirt on. And him and that other cracker start, making a tag team with Adult Bretsky being like their manager / part-time wrestler. But yeah, that flip fucking kill switch shit. I mean, I'd rather that be his finisher than that shit outside the fucking ring. It takes like 18 minutes to set up. But no, I gave this 7 in the salt. It's a really good match. Great, hell of a debut by this kid. So he's only going up from here. And wait, they get this Crockett and A-Kid together. They have a match. You better put that shit on a cracker ass live event, like y'all call it. Don't put that shit on no goddamn Tuesday. You put that shit on Tuesday, you turn TV off after that shit. They're gonna melt the damn cable. Like you have to go call Verizon and them and Sling TV, get some new cable. Them crackers gonna melt that shit down like 2 fat people on my 600-pound life. If they was fucking, it's gonna be nothing but hot, sweaty nastiness going on in that ring. Goddamn right.
Oh man, Fresco sit-down meeting with Braun Order and Tony D and company. I'm glad they did this as a cinematic segment because the crowd would have fucking ruined it. Santos wants to work together somehow with Tony D and the family. They toast to a peace agreement. I like this. This is what will make me more invested in this feud. Pretty Deadly interrupt the Viking Raiders.
Yes, boy.
Interview. Viking Raiders not amused. Let's go ahead and get through this real quick. Cesar, what did you think of that whole cinematic Fresco meeting with the?
I didn't know those crackers had hair. I thought they were bald. Their hats just must be like really big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know their names, and I don't care.
I don't either.
Even if you wrote it down, I don't care.
I didn't.
You said them last week.
I just said Tony D and company.
Yeah, he brought that one cracker. He brought that one cracker back. AJ, I don't know his last name.
Yeah, I wrote it later in my notes.
But yeah, this you're right. The crowd would have shit on this. And then, so they met in an empty restaurant that was owned by Tony D. How the fuck did they get in if he was late? Did these niggas pick the lock? Huh? Did they go super Mexican? Break in? Did they just break in like the back? Took some sketty out the cooler, stole grandmama's sauce, some shit, because they was waiting. Motherfucker was looking at his watch. He said he was late. They were meeting at an Italian restaurant. So I had to mean Tony D owned it. He just unlocked the door. Nigga, you just locking doors on Italian restaurants? See, you fuck around and start leaving Italian restaurants over, you're going to see me in one of these promos breaking into that motherfucker, stealing spaghetti and sauce and about 8 pounds of garlic bread, walking my fat ass out the front door while you sitting there staring across, drinking wine and tequila sunrises and shit. And then I'm going to be sitting there next week or on the tripod eating spaghetti. I don't know where you got this from. Shit's good, though.
Is that the same restaurant that Indy and Dex had their date?
It probably is, Yeah.
Okay.
With the old Candace Spinal. God damn.
Oh, big ups.
Candace. Big ups.
Big ups to the way. Jeez.
Big ups to, oh, man, god damn. We need to go back and have a day where we just watch Way segments.
The Christmas segment.
Not a PS5? No fucking way.
You are now indie wrestling.
Like, oh God. How did the kids keep contracts and the parents couldn't? So sad. So sad. Black and Gold is really done. Anyway, back to the segment. Yeah, it was great. And then called a truce. And of course, because they got to make it look that way because Vince is racist. The man of color looks like he's up to something. Not the white man, who is clearly saying he's in the mob and a criminal. No, the man of color. I said, look like he's gonna do some schemy shit to break this truce. Huh? Vince, why you racist? Because you and Sting are like 112, huh? Y'all still hate the darkies, huh? You only want to show love during February, the shortest month. Oh, now can we talk about that piss poor segment where Tony Skeets was talking about Asian American people? Like out of nowhere as a segment? Looked like
it's like Asian.
Vince would never.
Heritage
Month would never. Yes, it's Asian Indian Heritage Month. Yo, have your month, my people. My Asian people, have your month. Get your pride on. But Tony Skeets has to publicly put that on there because people clown him for being like racist and shit on Twitter. 24. Vince would never. And Vince has said nigga on live TV. And he would never. He would. Have you seen Vince say anything about Black History Month in the 138 years he's owned WWE? Nah, but that clip of a Durag Vince. Dude, this nigga wore a Durag. There is an era in wrestling called Durag Vince. And this nigga said in front of Booker T, who is the only other person who has said nigga on live TV with wrestling. Said it, what's good in the hood? Talking to John Cena, a white man are having a conversation. What's good in the hood? Big ups, my nigga. And walked past Booker T. He literally paid Booker T. Do you realize Booker T got paid to be standing there with his black ass wife? Be like, hey, Book, I'm going to call John Cena a nigga and I'm going to walk by. You cool with that? Here's 50K. Yeah, my nigga. Booker T, this is good. This is good.
Shuck it, duck it. No.
Shuck it, duck it. Shuck it, duck it. Quack, quack. My money folds. Yeah. Like he probably paid him cash out of his pocket. I don't even know. Vince probably carries around 50K. Like he's Floyd Mayweather. Like right there in his book bag. Probably had it on the Durag. But yeah, this motherfucker has a whole ass segment of Asian Americans and how I support him and I put him in matches on my TV show. Nigga, don't nobody care. Just put on some good matches. I don't care if they're Asian, they're white, they're black, they're brown. You got a fucking alien. Put that bitch on TV. And then you want to talk about some goddamn Asian American month in AEW, you put him in matches. Oh my God, Vince would never. Vince would never.
What a tangent we went on there, Sticks.
Jesus fucking Christ. Tony Skeets.
He's talked about that, but Tony Skeets has never had an Asian guy as a cowboy on national TV.
Yeah, so a cowboy. Yeah. And Tony Skeets ain't never had no Asian man pulling prime white pussy like Corey Wilson. Like he's buzz cutting, spitting green mist, green skeet in your soul on live TV, pulling that prime pussy like Corey Wilson. This was young Tory too, when the shit was still tight. Jerry pulling that shit every week. Ooh, yeah. Tony Skeets would never. Skeets would never.
Sticks, your thoughts on the Fresco sit-down meeting?
Well, even though it was
you
Italian,
drinking, Graham. Fuck you. I didn't want to drink today.
Even though it's an Italian restaurant, some Mexicans probably helped build that. So that's how the Crown Order were able to get into that restaurant. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But totally agree. Doing this cinematic, best way to do this, because the crowd would have ruined this. They would have just destroyed it. So that was good on them to do that. And yeah, this was really good. I mean, we're going to continue to get the war between the two factions, between the two families. So this was a really good segment to have it on during the show in between matches.
Exactly. Up next, it's Nikita and Cora Jade versus Natty and Lash. Enough with the stupid hat, Natalie. What the fuck are you doing? The first week, you should have been done with that. I did like her red and black gear, though. Crowd loving them. Some Nikita. Nikita and Lash spill outside the ring, heading into commercial picture-in-picture. Lash and Natty in control. Corey gets the beat down, fueling up for the hot tag. Hot tag the Lions, and Lions is gonna roar. Oh, Lions is gonna roar.
Gonna roll.
Nikita with the jumping, spinning neck breaker to Natty. No butt cheeks on Natty's titties, but the split senton combo move with Cora to Lash for the win. I gave it 5 pretzels, for the butt meat. Gigi and JC arrive at the beach being stalked by Sleepy Chew and Roxanne. They snatch their keys and shoes while they play in the water. Chew and Roxanne have their car moved and make them run to it barefoot. Bro, this was all just to see their asses in the beach frolicking in the water. That was the main part. But Sticks, what did you think of the women's tag match?
It was okay. I gave it 5. We all know this was put together to kind of help continue pushing the feud between each of the individuals in this match. So, they properly put it in the right spot. It didn't main event, it didn't open up, so I didn't mind it. I gave it a 5. And then the promo, come on, have you ever ran across some hot cement on a hot summer day? That's gonna hurt your feet.
It does suck. It does suck.
No, I'm black. I got slave feet.
Yeah, you got the antidote to that hot pavement. So totally understand that. This Cesar is a man that the sun doesn't hurt at all. The rest of us we get destroyed by the sun. Cesar just walks up there like it's just a normal day.
Yeah, it's permanent tan, man. Just blocks out all those those rays.
Yeah, right. So we got they're pushing. They're gonna get these 4 women. We're gonna get probably a tag match and maybe new tag champions. I don't know, but they all 4 on TV.
No, it's coming up on Tuesday. I seen the picture.
Okay. So
yeah, there's a picture. Yeah, they're having a match on Tuesday.
Well, Cesar, at least we got to see Nikita's ass out there as always. It's always
and then Gigi's ass.
Fantastic to see. Yeah. What did you think of the women's tag match and then the shenanigans afterwards with Sleepy?
Shenanigans. Yeah, old Wendy Williams and Mommy Milkers was out there, trying to fight next Booty Storm and Cora Jade. Cora Jade's lucky she cute because the rest of these bitches had her in the bag when we were looking at bodies.
Yeah.
Wendy Williams is thick too. Wearing that damn Venus knockoff cat suit. She wrestles in. It's got that thing got to be hot and that shit too. And we all know the boat. The boat got some dunk too. She got a little dunk, but she getting her titties chopped every week on YouTube with the sister. We know the Mommy Milkers is prime. And then we all know what Nikita brings to the table. At least I follow her on TikTok. I don't know if you do, man.
I'm about to.
You should. She thirst trapping a lot up there. And Cora Jade's for the streets. A little spinner. Sometimes you need a little spinner, something you can, pick up and throw around, give her 2 tickets to Pound Town on a Friday night. You know what I mean? Little, whatever. But yeah, the match was all right. Wasn't too mad at it.
Pretzels?
Yeah, we except for no splits. If I'd have got some splits on some titties, definitely would have been about like a 7 or 8. But yeah, I agree with you, gentlemen. It was like 5.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 in the must if I have to. But yeah. And then for the next segment, hey Sticks, what's the back of your shirt say? Let's see it. Down a little bit more. Down a little. Yeah, that's how it must suck to suck. Yeah, this whole segment sucked. That's how it was. It was the back of his shirt. Yeah. Yeah, this whole. Why is this bitch in the middle of Florida with the whole fucking wool onesie on, sneaking around? Bitch, it's fucking 98 degrees on a cold day in Florida, and you walking around in a full ass sneaking around in a full ass bunny suit with a tent with a fucking 3-foot pillow. Now, how much water can be in there? What are you, part camel? Why are you drinking so? You know why you're drinking so much water, you stupid bitch? You're wearing a fucking full bunny ear suit. Get the fuck out of here with that horse shit. You gonna walk on the sand in that shit. You gonna walk on the sand. And at first I thought, you know, maybe the House of Black Cracker shit is gonna, you know, use the sand nigga powers and appear out of nowhere on the beach and, you know, harass these women and speak black skeet in their soul, you know, but, you know, didn't happen. Didn't happen. I guess it was always next week. Next he's always in Florida. But yeah, you want to give us some watered down HLA. Just have, you know, old Gigi out there shaking that ass in the water with that bitch name I don't know and I'm never gonna learn. You know, just shaking it out there, you know, wearing hats and flip-flops and shit, you know, basic white girl shoe wear out here in them streets. You know, and then these bitches pulling Grand Theft Auto. GTA, why are you snitching on yourself, bitch? Just GTA, you stole that bitch's keys. You stole the whole car. You know that's a rent-a-car too. You bitches rent cars and get around. And then you're just gonna leave Mandy and her burnt ass. Didn't even the bitch said I got aloe at home. Mandy ain't at home, bitch. She burnt in the tanning salon. She can't go nowhere. Y'all just out in the streets, dotting on the beach, and this bitch in this wool ass suit sweating, and this bitch Roxanne. Now you done corrupted this young girl after 2 matches to Grand Theft Auto out here in these streets. Y'all looking colored in Florida. I mean, I know a lot of people are colored in Florida, but you know, just because Trump ain't in office don't mean he still can't get you deported. Bitch, I'm just saying, not to bring up politics on the show, you know. I'm just saying, y'all can still get kicked out, you know. But I guess you didn't because it's Asian Heritage Month, so y'all get away with crime all month. So you know that it just don't count. It's Asian Heritage Month, so do all the crime you want. You can get away with it. Asian Heritage Month. Shout out. But yeah, this shit's up.
The same month COVID started. No. Up next is the Creed versus the Viking Raiders. Viking Raiders dominate to start. They hit the Viking experience to Julius very early, and he actually kicked out. I don't believe anyone has ever kicked out of that fucking move before. Ivar squashes Julius with a splash off the apron before the commercial picture-in-picture. The Viking Raiders in complete control. A couple near falls from both teams, both involving holding back. I don't even know what that means. The strength and determination from the Creeds is star-making here. This is by far the best Viking Raiders match I've ever seen. Julius Creed is a wrestling machine. With Eric draped over bottom rope, a hooded Roddy attacks, and Julius nails the lariat to a seated Eric for the win. The Creeds are upset after seeing the replay. Roddy says a win is a win.
You damn right.
I love this match. If it wasn't for that ending, this could have been.
No. That's the best ending.
This could have been up there with the first match of the night. I really enjoyed this tag team matchup. Like I said, it's the best match I've ever seen for the fucking Viking Raiders. The Creed showing why they are possibly the best tag team in NXT today. Fuck them pretty boys. But Cesar, what did you think of this tag team match?
This is really good. What's wrong with the ending? I like the ending. This is a great ending.
Because if they would have won legit, they would have been ranked higher for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can't win legit. They can't.
I'm just telling you, if they would have won legit, then it would have been higher for me.
Oh, okay. Well, what did you rate it? You didn't say rating.
I gave it 8. I gave it 8.
Oh, okay.
It was really good. I loved it. NXT, my God, when it comes to tag team, when it comes to the women's division, even the dudes, the North American champions, where's the weak spot? They keep plucking all their talent out, but they still maintain the great.
No, the weak spot's in the main event.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the women didn't. They didn't reinvent the wheel or anything, but
yeah, but I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was a perfect ending. You have like 2 faces like that, but one of them is supposed to be a heel group. Like, I mean, remember when Diamond was formed, they're a heel group. I mean, even Malcolm talks shit. You know, must see Malcolm. But you know, like most heels, when you're really, oh shit. No, my bad.
IMP.
Did you get that Zaxby's? I know you were on your way to get that Zaxby's. Did you? You got that. I know he got Zaxby's be slapping too, bro. Expensive as hell. So Malcolm got money. Fuck that shit. I can't afford to go there, and I'm just a regular nigga from the streets for a 9 to 5. That shit higher than Chick-fil-A, and that shit is all. And Chick-fil-A higher than Giraffe was. You know, that shit's high as gas prices. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I digress. You know, they're too good. Like when AJ was a heel beating up John Cena, you loved it. But they're supposed to be heel because he wrestles so good. That's why nobody can really say anything bad about AJ, because whether he's a face or whether he's a heel, when he gets in that ring, it's a fucking he'll make it a 5-star match no matter who he's with. And I feel like that's what the Creeds are doing right now. They're putting on these classics, these burners. You know, anytime you prove yourself in the gauntlet match and go from beginning to end, the crowd loves you by the end of that match, because you're putting on, especially with that fucking gauntlet. You put on that goddamn. It was a damn near beer cheese match they had with Elgato with them. That was the first goddamn match, and they kept going. Oh, they made Briggs and Jensen look good as shit. And I know y'all don't like them because I don't like them. And let's be honest,
More to come up later from them.
Cracker can't even jerk his meat. Yeah, I just feel like they need to get back to roots. Start doing some more heel shit. But no, I mean, it was a fine match, and you got to take it as, all right, the Creeds haven't won the tag team titles yet. Yeah, they won the Dusty Cups, get those accolades. They're a young team. You don't want to burn them out by giving them the tag team titles early, but you want to keep them getting wins. And then, yeah, Roddy cheats for them to get a win against a team who has been NXT champions, who has been main event tag team champions, who are coming down. So in theory, on paper, more experienced tag team should be better and figure out a way to get a win. But Roddy cheats for you to get the accolades, because that's all that counts in the record books is, hey, you got to win. You're still relevant. A win is a win. And just because they all hate Roddy because he seems like he's a dick right now, he's the only one still big mind, which that's how they all started. They were dicks. They thought they were better than everyone, and then they would go out there and prove it. They would beat you in the ring. So for me, this is kind of on brand. I actually don't mind it. I like the writing here. I like that. Yeah, he helped them cheat to win, because it seemed like they can go the distance with these great teams, but they can't just seem to get over the finish line anymore after winning the Dusty Cup. They had their shot. They missed. They had another shot. They missed. And he didn't want to see them lose again. He wants to see them go back up to winning when they were just beating the fuck out of people, like when they first started. So, in that aspect, I think the finish was great. This is also like really, really good, and it's right behind the triple threat match, like you said. I gave this 8 in the mustard. I gave the triple threat match 8 mustard and beer cheese. So like if I had to say, like, this is 8.5, where I think the trios match is like an 8.75. If that makes sense to you guys. Like the beer cheese is giving it like that just extra oomph. Storyline wise for the group, I think this is better than just having the storyline wise as the 3 guys who all hate each other. To me, the ending gave it that extra oomph for me. And then like them being mad at him for doing it, but he's like, fuck it, man, you gotta win. This is what we gotta do. You gotta get wins to get belts, to get fucking respect. Doesn't matter how you do it, we gonna do it. We gonna get these dubs and make these people realize that we are Diamond Mine, we are Chicken. So that's my opinion. But you know, opinions are opinions. Everybody's got one.
Sticks, what'd you think? Creeds versus the Viking Raiders.
I wholeheartedly agree with Cesar on this one. I think a lot of people forgot that when the Creeds came in, but also when Diamond Mine came in as a group, they were a heel. And the fans started showing love and appreciation for them. And when they started doing that, Diamond Mine, the Creed brothers had started losing some matches. So Roddy, the ending, I had no problem with it. I thought it was a good reminder to the fans, hey, these guys are heels. I mean, they came in, they were saying they were better than everybody. Roddy was talked about how his former group crumbled, but this group isn't going to crumble. With him at the head of the group, this faction will win. They will be one of the better factions. And him doing that at the end, remind everybody. I thought this was one of the better matches that the Viking Raiders had since they've been called up from to the main roster. I mean, these guys get shafted into like stupid stuff, and then you fly them over to fucking Saudi Arabia for a 2-minute fucking squash match. I think a lot of people forget how good these guys are and how good they were down in NXT. And this was a showcase of these guys are a good tag team, and they should have had more tag team title championship runs than they've had. So I gave the match an 8 in the mustard, and I had no problem with the ending whatsoever.
You remember when Omos punched Eric? It was Omos versus the Viking Raiders. He just punched Eric and he fell over and died, and the match was over because Ivan went to go check on him, or Ivar.
Yeah.
So dumb.
That's the difference between main roster and NXT.
Yeah, exactly. Santos approaches AJ Galante in the parking lot. It'd be a shame if Tony D lost you. Santos then knees him in the junk, and then vintage Legato. They kidnap him. Jensen sees the doc about his injury. Is there a reason why your right hand is stronger than your left? That's good stuff. Little comedy break here in between for the main event.
What a good comedy break, not like that stealing car shit.
Sticks, what did you think of this Santos kidnapping AJ, and then Jensen he beats off apparently?
Yeah, a lot.
I thought it was really good between the factions. Just when you thought that they were going to have a peace treaty, Santos and Legato were like, not so fast. No, we're going to take the guy that we believe is steering the Italian mafia's ship. We're going to take him, and we're going to hold him hostage. And the Briggs and Jensen comedy act, that was well needed. I mean, that was hilarious and is right down the avenue of what they've been going with them backstage. So I had no problem with either one, and I thoroughly enjoyed the comedy act that we had with those two.
You know, Cesar, hopefully Jensen doesn't hook up with some chick and then they get into a marriage storyline, because that's when Nick Khan's gonna be like, time to get rid of him.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Sophia's gonna come out there and have them all distracted on the ring, and that's how Briggs and Jensen are gonna start losing matches.
What did you think of the vintage Legato?
Yeah, you damn right. These crackers went back to roots. That's what I'm talking about. Every time you think you slipping or getting off track, go back to your roots. I was like, when Santos pulled up on him, I go, if they kidnap this white man, I'm fucking done. They are back to roots. They're gonna give him that good cocaine. Then he's gonna come out in like red, white, and green. Next week, a red, white, and green suit. It won't be Italia. It'll be Mexico, red, white, and green. Is Italy and Mexico have the same colors in that flag? Well, that's going to be confusing.
Pretty much.
Never.
It just
He'll have the Mexican flag with the bear logo on the back of the suit.
With the eagle with the snake.
The eagle. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, they're going to give him some of that good coke, because, you know, people who in restaurants, especially if they're white, Italian, love cocaine. And then, you know, he going to sniff one off Electra's titties. And he's going to be a new man. AJ Galante Suarez, he's gonna be out there, you know, salsa dancing and shit. You know, instead of drinking wine and shit, he's gonna be drinking margaritas, banging senoritas, and he's out here in them streets, you know, for Elgato, you know, saying fuck you, Tony D. I'm with the Cocaine Cowboys now, and we out here riding. I get to sniff cocaine off this bitch's titties every night, so I'm living the dream.
Jensen.
Yeah, he jerks off a lot. He probably jerks off so much he actually pays for Pornhub. And 90% of that shit is free. He probably pays for porn. That's how much that dude jerks off.
He's got the premium.
Premium. Yeah. He probably got like 18 bitches OnlyFans accounts. You know, he's paying for that shit instead of going to the sites that give you their OnlyFans account for free. Excuse me in the comments if you want to know about that one. And yeah, he probably pays for like actual site shit. But yeah, you'll get that crackhead cash and let him wrestle on the ring like Dusty used to back in the day, baby. And Dusty get out there with that
our cowboy Bob Orton.
Cowboy Bob, yeah, probably spiking your ass with a fucking. Wait, did Cowboy Bob always have a broken arm, or did he just jerk off too much all the time? That cracker had a cast. Yeah, he probably jerks off all the time. Yeah, it was back in the day, you know, these little lot lizards running around, these little I don't know what they call them, bunnies running around, you know, humping Cowboy Bob after the show. He's skeeting them bitches and having Randy and and then trying to be legendary, which he is. Shout out to wrestling with a cane up, with a cast on. Because Britt Baker did it too. Shout out to wrestling with a cast on.
The Doctor.
Doctor.
Up next is the main event for the NXT Championship. It's LeBron Breaker versus Joe Gacy. Braun angry as ever, taking it to Gacy. Gacy able to get some shots in, launches Braun off the apron, takes control of the match by the commercial picture-in-picture. Gacy focusing attack on the midsection, making it hard for Braun to breathe. Again, this is by far the best Joe Gacy match I've ever seen. His creepy ass hanging upside down on the turnbuckle, wasting time, but he's just showing his craziness. Weird Druid in the crowd. Braun with the bulldog off the second rope. Shout out to the dog face gremlin. After a Frankensteiner, Braun hits a starable belly to belly. A hell of a sit down powerbomb by Gacy, gets a 2.5. Gacy goes for a springboard lariat, but Braun ducks and spears to retain. And right before they go off the air, we see two hooded druids about to enter the ring as the show ends. But these druids had the red fucking face mask thingy, but the
sand nigga scarf.
Black coat. Yeah, there you go. I actually did enjoy the match. It wasn't as terrible as it could have been. Shout out to fucking, what was his name? Better thank Chris.
Better. Oh yeah, shout out to Better Thank Chris. Arlen.
He's gone.
Arlen, he gone.
I liked it. I gave it 7 pretzels. I enjoyed the main event. It wasn't as bad, like I said, as it could have been. But Cesar?
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't like bad, but like it wasn't great for the main event. Like I mean, like Melo said, when Melo had the title, he was the 8 champion. Melo was main event. Braun Breaker was going on earlier. And you can't lie, boy. You to put that damn trios match as the main event, shit might have went off in the bank. I gave it 6 in the salt. It didn't have me like just hype as the rest of the matches did. Like, the rest of the matches had, I don't know, maybe better pacing. I would say, but yeah, it wasn't bad, and it actually made me like Super JH more. I was like, I didn't think he could be on that good of a caliber. So it showed like Braun Breaker could make somebody look a little bit better, or maybe just Gacy's been good. He's just been wrestling small weak people just to get dubs. So like an actual match, I was like, oh, a little bit. I ain't mad at it.
Like on Level Up.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ. Oh, thanks for reminding me, though. Yeah. Oh, no. You're much worse. Don't worry about that.
Oh, you fucking prick.
Don't worry about that.
Well, tell me, who do you think the people in the druids, who do you think they are?
Okay, fine, though. They're going to be some new crackers they just hired. Probably some people from the PC.
I remember I told you in the chat, it's probably they pluck somebody else from fucking NXT UK.
Yeah. It could be. What if it's Mustache Mountain? No, they just won the tag title. No, they just won the tag title, so it couldn't be them. But if it's people from NXT UK, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Sticks, the main event of the night. What do you think?
I thought the wrong guy won, to tell you the truth. I would have liked to see Gacy win it. I mean, as much as we talk about the TNT title getting passed around like a hot potato, and I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to see NXT's championship kind of go from Ziggler to Breaker to Gacy, but I thought if Joe Gacy would have won, it would have been a lot more interesting. I really wasn't all that much invested in this. I mean, I gave it 6, but I mean, unless you're going to get a shocking turn of events where Braun Breaker joins Joe Gacy after all the shit that's led up to this match, I just wasn't invested, and I can't get behind Braun Breaker. I just can't.
The good news is by them introducing those druid dudes, that means this is not over. So Gacy perhaps could have another attempt at it. But Cesar, the druids are the authors of pain.
Bro, if they were the AOT, I'd fucking lose my shit.
No, apparently those assholes are back in wrestling and are starting their own promotion, believe it or not.
Who is it? Who is it?
You know what? We have our own fucking promotion as well. Speaking of which, APBW is going to be returning very soon to kick off season 3. But the first category in the APBW End of the Year Awards season 2 is up now on the After Party Pro Wrestling Instagram page. Posted the video up for the what the fuck moment of the year. Go ahead and place your vote. You probably won't see this in time, but you'll know what happens by the end of next week. The results should be in. There's going to be multiple categories.
All throughout the week. Just tell them all throughout the week. So whenever you watch
throughout the week, man, you go on the After Party Pro Wrestling. Do you have to be friends with the account to see their stories?
I don't know. I'm just already a friend, so I don't know if that's like.
Well, whoever sees this, all 9 of you, go on the fucking After Party Pro Wrestling Instagram and cast your votes. We will be spreading out the voting throughout.
That is one word.
Our
There's
inner
no
circle
like underscores.
well.
After Party Pro Wrestling. One word.
One word. Check it out. Check everything out on YouTube as we are watching this, so you already know. Gentlemen, we made predictions last week, and this motherfucker, this fucking prick, won again. Caesar, what the fuck are you gonna have Sticks live tweeting? Because I'm not gonna be watching TV all week.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't need to watch TV. Your punishment's on YouTube, you bitch.
Oh, you cocksucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
I'll send you some pictures, man, Greer. So usually what we live tweet is at least about an hour. I'm fine with stepping it up if you guys want to make us live tweet Raw or SmackDown or something. But for this week, I'll keep it an hour. So Sticks, you will be live tweeting Level Up.
Ooh.
So if you watch Level Up, you have to live tweet it. But man, I went deep diving for you, sir. And I found the perfect hour for you to live tweet. Now, you may think that certain people got fired from certain companies and you wouldn't have to do certain shit. But I went on the tube and it never lets me down. So you have to go on YouTube.
Oh.
You have to type in Danhausen Wrestling.
Oh.
And there are the first 3 options are each fit. They're all 20-minute matches.
Yes.
And you will live tweet the first 3 20-minute matches, and I'll send you the pictures of when I YouTubed it. All about 20 minutes apiece. You will have to live tweet all 3 matches.
Wait a minute. Why do I get the fucking bullshit and you go easy on Sticks?
Sticks doesn't have a wrestler.
You're giving me a punishment. You're not punishing Sticks. That's not even a punishment.
Sticks watches everything, and he doesn't hate any wrestlers like you or I do.
Then it's not a punishment. What the fuck kind of punishment is that?
What? He doesn't hate people. How can I punish him?
He'd have to go find some sand
Man.
for me to probably.
The
And I would still probably
man.
pay $5 to watch that pay-per-view.
Yeah. So first of all, I could not find a way for you guys to watch the Control Your Narrative pay-per-view because I looked for that shit for about 3 hours. I was about to be like,
They do have I think they do a weekly show.
They have
no way. What?
Yeah, I think they do. This is totally gonna probably be the sad part.
Wait, Sticks, do you have Fight TV?
I have it on my Roku. Yeah, I don't buy it, but I follow their YouTube channel and I see they at least do. I thought it was a weekly show that's like half hour, 45 minutes.
Okay, yeah, because I wasn't gonna make you buy a pay-per-view. I was trying to find it for free.
Oh fuck! I could care less. I'll fucking buy it. You see me? I throw $40 at fucking Impact and AEW.
Well, then never mind. If you can find the latest CYN trash ass live event, you can live tweet that dumb shit. Make sure you tell the rules to the people before you live tweet about like the super kicks and everything to see how weird it is. And then you can live tweet that trash. Because that's the least wrestling nobody is much.
Why don't you have me live tweet NXT UK? I never get to watch that.
You can watch that on your free time. You can live tweet about Danhausen.
Fuck Danhausen and fuck you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sitting through this shit. Stay tuned to everything APPW this week. There will be voting. There will be categories. It's going to be funny. It's already turning out interesting in the voting. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, big ups to Stallion Pete.